Name's Tony. I'm 70 years old. Grew up in Brooklyn when things were different. I've seen things, done things, learned things the hard way. And I'm going to share some of those lessons with you. You know, most guys confuse fear with respect. I did too, until an old man taught me a lesson I never forgot. This was Brooklyn, 1968. I was 23 years old and thought I was a tough guy. Let me tell you what happened. By the end of that week, I understood why some men die respected and others just die. Back then, I was what we called an earner, a friend of ours. I collected debts, I enforced agreements, I made problems disappear. Capiche? People moved out of my way when I walked into a room. Shop owners smiled nervous smiles. Guys twice my age called me sir. I thought that was respect. I drove a black Cadillac Eldorado, wore sharp suits from Mott Street tailors, had cash in my pocket and a reputation on the streets. 23 years old, and I felt like I owned Brooklyn. When someone owed money to the family, they sent me. When someone needed to understand the consequences of their choices, they sent me. I was good at my job, real good at it. You ever been so sure about something that you never questioned it? That's where I was. I knew how this world worked. Or so I thought. Then I met Don Carmine, and everything I thought I knew turned out to be nothing. Don Carmine was what we called a made man, a man of honor. Been with the family since the 1930s. He was around 67, 68 years old. Looked like somebody's grandfather. Spoke quiet, like he was telling you a bedtime story. But when Don Carmine talked, grown men listened. Soldiers who'd done things that would make you sick, they stood up straighter when he walked in. And here's the thing I didn't understand. Nobody ever saw him raise his voice. Never saw him threaten anybody. Never saw him hurt anybody. And yet, people feared him more than any loudmouth enforcer with a reputation. One Tuesday afternoon, I get called to his social club on Mulberry Street. Walk in, and there he is, sitting in a leather chair, smoking a cigar, reading the newspaper. Doesn't look up for maybe 30 seconds. Just lets me stand there. You know what that does to a man? That silence. It makes you think about every mistake you ever made. Finally, he looks at me. "Tony," he says, "you're a good earner. The family appreciates your work. But I got a job for you. Simple job. There's a guy named Paulie, runs a restaurant supply business in Red Hook. Owes us $5,000. Go collect it." I nod. "Consider it done, Don Carmine." He looks at me like he could see right through me. "Do it right," he says. I nodded, but honestly, I didn't understand what right meant. I thought right meant making him pay, getting results, showing strength. I was wrong. I found Paulie 2 days later, Thursday night, little bar on Flatbush Avenue. He's sitting there with a beer, looking tired, looking beaten down. I walked up behind him, put my hand on his shoulder. He jumped. "Paulie," I said, "we need to talk." His face went white. He knew who I was. He knew why I was there. I grabbed him by his collar, pulled him close. $5,000, Paulie. Time's up.
"Tony, please," he says. "My business, it went south. Lost a big contract. I just need another week, maybe 2. I'll pay every cent, I swear."
You had time, Paulie. You made promises. Now it's my turn to make promises. You understand what I'm saying? He was shaking,
actually shaking. His beer spilled on the bar. And you know what? I felt powerful. I felt respected. This is what I thought respect looked like. Just as I was about to make my point real clear, the door opens and in walks Don Carmine.
Now, you got to understand, Don Carmine didn't just show up places. If he was there, it meant something. It meant he was watching. It meant you were about to learn something. Tony, he says, quiet as always, let him go. I dropped Polly's collar, stepped back. My heart was pounding because I didn't know if I'd done something wrong. Don Carmine sits down next to Polly. Doesn't threaten him, doesn't grab him, just sits there. Polly, he says, tell me what happened. And don't lie to me. I'll know if you're lying. And Polly, this grown man, he almost cries. Tells Don Carmine everything. The contract he lost, the suppliers who won't extend credit, his sick mother, his daughter's school tuition. Don Carmine listens. Actually listens. When Paulie's done, he's quiet for a moment. Then he says, 2 weeks, Paulie. You bring me $5,000 in 2 weeks, we're square. But if you run, if you lie to me, if you make me look like a fool for giving you a chance, then you and I won't need to have another conversation. Capiche? Yes, Don Carmine. Thank you. Thank you. Don Carmine stands up, looks at me. Walk with me, Tony. We walk outside, rain's coming down. He lights a cigar. Doesn't say anything for half a block, then... You see what happened back there, Tony. You made that man fear you. Good. Fear has its place. But did you earn his respect? No. You made him afraid. He'll pay because he's scared, but he'll never be loyal to you. He'll never work for you. He'll run first chance he gets. I gave him a chance. I listened to his story. Now he knows I'm fair. He knows I keep my word. He knows if he keeps his word, we're square. And you know what that makes him? What, Don Carmine? Mine. Forever. He'll pay that $5,000. And then he'll owe me something more valuable than money. He'll owe me his word, his loyalty. That's real power, Tony. That's respect. We walked back to the club. He didn't say another word about it. Didn't need to. 2 weeks later, Polly showed up at the club. Had every cent, $5,000 in cash. Apologized for being late. Thanked Don Carmine for the chance. And you know what else? Polly became one of our best earners for the next 20 years. Loyal, reliable, never late with a payment again. Because Don Carmine gave him respect and earned his respect in return. That day changed everything for me. I learned that respect isn't something you take, it's something you earn. Fear gets you money once. Respect gets you loyalty forever. After that, I changed how I operated. I still collected debts. I still enforced agreements. But I listened first. Gave people a chance to explain. Gave them a way to make things right. You know what happened? People started coming to me before they had problems. They trusted me. They knew I was fair. They knew I kept my word. That's real power. Not the power that comes from making people afraid. The power that comes from making people believe in you. Don Carmine's been gone for 30 years now. But that lesson, I carry it every single day. In this life, in any life, respect can't be bought. can't be taken by force, can only be earned. One word at a time, one promise kept at a time. You want people to respect you? Keep your word. Listen to their story. Give them a chance to make things right. That's how you build something that lasts. Write in the comments if you ever learned the hard way what real respect means. Capish? See you around.